Welcome to Speed Reads. Discover how to use collaboration to turn adversaries into allies. Working with people you can't stand often feels like a dead end. Maybe it's a coworker who sees every issue from the opposite side, or a business partner whose goals don't align with your own. Collaboration, as much as we rely on it in professional and personal life, can often feel like more of a chore, especially when the people we need to work with are the ones we least agree with. But what if those very conflicts hold the key to groundbreaking solutions? This isn't about forced teamwork or pretending to like anyone. It's about practical ways to turn conflicts into opportunities for real progress. In Collaborating with the Enemy, Kahane invites us to rethink what collaboration really means. Drawing on real-world examples from high-stakes conflicts and his experience facilitating challenging negotiations, Kahane argues that traditional methods of teamwork don't always work when faced with opposing views or deep mistrust. This summary will walk you through ways you can redefine collaboration and tackle big problems by partnering with those you don't trust from the get-go. It explores powerful techniques to bridge divides and displays how even the most unlikely partnerships can lead to lasting progress without compromising your values. Ready to tackle your toughest collaborations? Then let's dive in. The counterintuitive wisdom of collaboration. Collaborating with people you don't like or trust might sound counterintuitive. But in today's polarized world, it's becoming a crucial skill. Think about how often you face problems that can't be solved alone. Whether at work or in your community, the biggest challenges often require diverse perspectives and unlikely partnerships. This was true for Aisha, a marketing director at a tech startup. She constantly butted heads with Raj from the engineering team. Their opposing views on product development seemed irreconcilable. But when a major competitor threatened their market share, Aisha realized they needed a breakthrough. Instead of avoiding Raj, she invited him to brainstorm. Their heated debates led to an innovative solution that neither could have devised alone. By embracing their differences, they turned conflict into a creative solution. And this approach isn't just for the workplace either. In your personal life, you might find yourself at odds with neighbors over local issues. That's what happened to Miguel, who disagreed with his neighbor about a proposed community center. Instead of escalating the conflict, Miguel invited his neighbor for coffee. Listening to each other's concerns, they discovered shared values and found a compromise that benefited everyone. So how can you start harnessing the power of unlikely collaborations? First, reframe your mindset. See your opponents in any conflict not as obstacles, but potential sources of insight. Their opposing viewpoint might be exactly what you need to see the full picture. Next, practice active listening. When you engage with someone you disagree with, focus on understanding their perspective rather than defending your own. Ask questions. Show genuine curiosity. You might be surprised by what you learn. Remember, collaborating with those who disagree with your viewpoint doesn't mean compromising your values. It's about finding common ground and working towards shared goals, even if you disagree on the details. This approach can lead to more creative solutions, stronger relationships, and personal growth. Start small. Identify one person you usually avoid working with. Reach out and invite them to collaborate on a project. Be open to surprises and prepared for challenges. With patience and practice, you'll develop a valuable skill that can transform conflicts into opportunities. By embracing collaboration with unlikely partners, you're not just solving immediate problems. You're building bridges, fostering innovation, and creating a more resilient community or workplace. In a world that often seems divided, your willingness to engage could be the key to unlocking transformative change. Embracing conflict as an opportunity. When you hear the word conflict, your first instinct might be to run the other way. But conflict can actually be a powerful tool for growth and innovation. By shifting your perspective, you can transform tense situations into opportunities for breakthrough solutions. Take Zara, a city council member working on a controversial housing project. Instead of avoiding the heated town hall meetings, she leaned into the conflict. She encouraged residents to voice their concerns, no matter how opposing. By creating space for all viewpoints, Zara uncovered underlying issues that weren't being addressed. This led to a compromise that balanced community needs while still moving the project forward. In the business world, Jamal faced a similar challenge. As the leader of a product team, he noticed rising tensions between the design and engineering departments. Rather than smoothing things over, Jamal decided to highlight their differences. He organized a workshop where team members shared their frustrations openly. The result? A flood of new ideas emerged from the friction, leading to a product redesign that outperformed all expectations. To embrace conflict in your own life, start by reframing your mindset. See disagreements not as problems to solve, but as sources of energy and creativity. When conflict arises, get curious. What lessons or opportunities might this tension reveal? Next, practice active engagement with conflict. When you feel the urge to avoid a difficult conversation, lean in instead. Create a safe space for differing opinions to be heard. This doesn't mean encouraging arguments, but rather fostering an environment where diverse viewpoints are valued. Strengthen your conflict facilitation skills. 2. Learn to ask probing questions like, "What's at the heart of your concern?" or "How does this relate to our shared goals?" These questions help shift the focus from personal disagreements to common objectives, uncovering hidden opportunities for alignment. Embracing conflict doesn't mean being combative. It's about harnessing the energy of disagreement to fuel innovation and understanding. Think about a conflict in your personal or professional life that you've been avoiding. Commit to engaging with it constructively. Set ground rules for respectful discussion and be open to surprising outcomes. As you practice this approach, you'll likely notice a shift. Conflicts that once seemed threatening become opportunities for growth. Teams that were stuck in disagreement start generating creative solutions. By embracing conflict, you're not just solving problems, you're building stronger relationships and more resilient organizations. In a world that often seeks to minimize disagreement, your willingness to engage with conflict can set you apart as a leader and problem solver. Remember, it's often at the intersection of differing viewpoints that the most innovative ideas emerge. The art of stepping back in the heat of conflict or challenging collaboration, one of the most powerful moves you can make is to step back. This doesn't mean disengaging or giving up. Instead, it's about gaining perspective and understanding yourself better in the process. This was true for Yuki, a nonprofit leader working on a contentious community project. Tensions were high, and progress had stalled. Instead of pushing harder, Yuki decided to pause. She took a day to reflect, asking herself tough questions about her own biases and reactions. This self-reflection helped her see the situation more clearly and identify new ways to move forward. The power of stepping back isn't reserved for leaders alone. Carlos, a software developer, frequently clashed with his project manager. Frustrated and ready to request a transfer, he decided to take a step back first. Through journaling and reflecting on his communication style, he realized he was unintentionally contributing to the conflict. This awareness empowered him to approach the relationship differently, leading to more productive interactions. So how can you master the art of stepping back? Start by creating regular moments of pause in your day. Even 5 minutes of quiet reflection can make a big difference. During these moments, ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? What assumptions am I making about the situation or the people involved? Practice mindfulness techniques to help you stay present and aware. This could be as simple as taking a few deep breaths before entering a difficult meeting. By grounding yourself, you're better equipped to respond thoughtfully rather than react emotionally. Another powerful technique is perspective taking. Try to see the situation from the other person's point of view. What might they be feeling or experiencing? This exercise can increase empathy and open up new possibilities for collaboration. Stepping back also involves being aware of your own triggers and patterns. Notice when you feel defensive or angry. Instead of acting on these emotions, use them as signals to pause and reflect. Remember, stepping back isn't about disengaging from the situation. It's about creating space to gain clarity and make more intentional choices. Start by identifying one challenging situation in your life. Before your next interaction related to this challenge, commit to taking a moment to step back and reflect. As you practice this skill, you'll likely find that you're able to navigate conflicts more effectively. You'll become more aware of your own biases and reactions, allowing you to respond more thoughtfully to others. This self-awareness is key to building stronger, more productive relationships, even with those you find challenging. Building bridges. Effective communication is the cornerstone of successful collaboration, especially when working with people you find challenging. By mastering a few key strategies, you can build bridges across even the widest divides. Fatima, a project manager at a multinational corporation, struggled to connect with her remote team in different time zones and cultures. Instead of relying solely on emails, she implemented a multi-pronged communication approach. She scheduled video calls at varying times to accommodate everyone, used collaborative online tools, and encouraged informal chat channels. This diverse strategy helped break down barriers and fostered a sense of unity among team members. Active listening is another powerful tool for building bridges. Kwame, a community organizer, used this technique to great effect when mediating a dispute between local business owners and environmental activists. Instead of jumping to solutions, Kwame focused on truly hearing each side's concerns. He asked clarifying questions and paraphrased their points to ensure understanding. This approach helped uncover shared values and opened the door to creative compromises. To improve your own communication skills, start by practicing empathetic listening. When someone is speaking, focus entirely on understanding their perspective. Resist the urge to formulate your response while they're still talking. Instead, try to put yourself in their shoes. Another powerful strategy for improving communication is to use I statements when expressing your thoughts and feelings. For example, instead of saying, "You're wrong about this," you might say, "I see this differently." This subtle shift reduces defensiveness and keeps the conversation open and constructive. Pay attention to nonverbal communication as well. Your body language and tone of voice can speak volumes. Practice maintaining an open posture and a calm tone, even in tense situations. When dealing with cultural differences, take time to learn about and respect others' communication styles. Some cultures value direct communication, while others prefer a more indirect approach. Being aware of these differences can help you avoid unintended offense and build stronger relationships. Now, let's bring all of these steps together. Think about one challenging relationship in your life. Before your next interaction, plan how you'll incorporate these strategies. Perhaps you'll focus on active listening or be more mindful of your tone and posture. Even small changes can make a significant difference. With consistent practice, you'll likely notice improvements, even in your most difficult relationships. Over time, you'll build a reputation as someone who communicates thoughtfully and works effectively with a wide range of individuals, an invaluable skill in our increasingly connected world. Collaborative problem solving. Like any worthwhile skill, collaborating with difficult people or those with opposing viewpoints takes practice. So this chapter will focus on concrete steps you can take to do just that. Collaborative problem solving, even with those you consider your enemies, can lead to innovative solutions and stronger relationships. Start by identifying a challenging situation in your life where collaboration seems difficult. Maybe it's a work project with a colleague you don't see eye to eye with, or a community issue where opinions are divided. This will be your testing ground for new approaches. Then, set an intention to approach this situation with openness and curiosity. This shift in mindset sets the stage for a productive discussion and a mutually beneficial compromise. After setting your intention, prepare for your collaborative effort by doing some self-reflection. Ask yourself what assumptions you are making about the other person or the situation. What are your triggers or biases that might get in the way? This self-awareness will help you navigate the collaboration more effectively. When you're ready to engage, start by establishing common ground. Look for shared goals or values, no matter how small. Taj, a high school teacher, used this approach when mediating a dispute between two student groups. By focusing on their shared desire to improve the school, he helped them move past their differences and work together on a school improvement project. As you dive into problem solving, try using the yes and technique borrowed from improv theater. Instead of dismissing ideas, build on them. This approach fosters creativity and demonstrates respect for everyone's contributions. Elena, a product designer, employed this method during a brainstorming session with her marketing team, a group she often found challenging to collaborate with. The result was an outpouring of innovative ideas that neither team could have generated alone. Remember to take breaks when tensions rise. Step back, breathe, and regain perspective. This pause can prevent conflicts from escalating and give everyone time to refocus on the shared goal. Throughout the process, practice active listening. Repeat back what you've heard to ensure understanding. Ask open-ended questions to dig deeper into others' viewpoints. This approach not only improves communication but often uncovers new insights that can lead to breakthrough solutions. Finally, celebrate small wins along the way. Acknowledge moments of successful collaboration, no matter how minor. This positive reinforcement can build momentum and strengthen relationships over time. Remember, the ability to work effectively with diverse groups, even those you initially see as adversaries, is a powerful skill in today's interconnected world. By mastering these techniques, you're not just solving immediate problems, you're building the capacity to tackle complex challenges and create positive change in your personal life, workplace, and community. Each collaborative effort is a step towards a more connected and innovative future. Final summary. In this summary to Collaborating with the Enemy by Adam Kahane, you've explored how working with those you see as adversaries can foster innovative solutions and stronger relationships. By reframing conflict as an opportunity for growth and creativity, you can turn challenges into breakthroughs. The key lies in practicing active listening, embracing diverse perspectives, and taking the time to step back for self-reflection. Communication strategies such as using I statements and respecting cultural differences help to build bridges and facilitate mutual understanding. The goal isn't to agree on everything, but to find common ground and work towards shared objectives, even when trust or initial rapport is lacking. Okay, that's it for this summary. We hope you enjoyed it. If you can, please take the time to leave us a rating. We always appreciate your feedback. See you in the next summary.